Tonight, let the soothing sounds of the story carry you away to the enchanted forest where ancient secrets and magical creatures await. Imagine the soft rustling of leaves in the breeze, the gentle trickle of a crystal clear stream, and the warm golden light of the setting sun casting long shadows through the trees. As you listen to Lara's adventure unfold, feel your body relax, your breathing slow, and your thoughts begin to quiet. Picture the princess and her wise owl companion Orin as they venture into the heart of the forest, guided by the whispers of an ancient map and the promise of discovering the legendary Moonlit Orchid. Allow yourself to be lulled into a peaceful slumber, knowing that in this magical world, everything is as it should be. The journey ahead is one of wonder and discovery, and as you close your eyes, let the gentle rhythm of the story guide you into a deep, restful sleep. Chapter 1. The Princess and the Enchanted Forest. In the heart of a peaceful kingdom nestled between rolling hills and shimmering rivers, there lived a kind and curious princess named Lara. Her radiant smile could brighten the gloomiest days, and her laughter, a melody that echoed through the palace halls, was a cherished sound by all who heard it. Lara was beloved by her people, not only for her beauty and grace, but for her genuine love for the natural world. From a young age, Lara had been captivated by the mysteries of the Whispering Woods, a vast forest that bordered the kingdom. The villagers spoke of the forest in hushed tones, weaving tales of enchantments and ancient spirits. To Lara, these tales were invitations to explore and discover the secrets that lay hidden beneath the forest canopy. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting a warm golden glow over the land, Lara stood on the balcony of her chamber, gazing toward the Whispering Woods. The forest seemed to come alive in the twilight, the trees swaying gently as if whispering ancient secrets to the wind. A peculiar sensation tugged at Lara's heart, a call she could not ignore. She felt an irresistible urge to venture into the woods, to uncover the secrets they held. Determined to follow her heart, Lara sought the counsel of her father, King Arian. The wise king, though protective of his only daughter, understood her unyielding curiosity and love for nature. He reluctantly granted her permission on the condition that she take her loyal friend Orin, the wise old owl, to guide and protect her. As the stars began to twinkle in the night sky, Lara made her way to the royal library, a place of endless wonder and knowledge. She believed that within the countless tomes and scrolls, she might find a clue to guide her journey. With Orin perched on her shoulder, his keen eyes scanning the shelves, Lara searched through ancient texts and forgotten manuscripts. Just as she was about to give up, her fingers brushed against a dusty, leather-bound book tucked away on the highest shelf. She pulled it down carefully, revealing a hand-drawn map of the Whispering Woods. The map was old, the edges frayed and the ink faded, but it clearly depicted a path leading deep into the forest. At the center of the map was a symbol, an orchid blooming under the light of a full moon. Lara's heart quickened with excitement. The symbol resonated with her, filling her with a sense of purpose. She knew that the map was the key to unraveling the mysteries of the Whispering Woods. With Oren's sharp eyes and wisdom, she felt confident in her decision to follow the map and uncover the secrets it promised. The next morning, Lara and Oren set out on their journey. The sun cast long shadows as they entered the forest, the air thick with the scent of pine and earth. The trees towered above them, their branches intertwining to form a natural canopy that filtered the sunlight into dappled patterns on the forest floor. As they ventured deeper into the woods, the sounds of the palace faded away, replaced by the rustling of leaves and the distant calls of forest creatures. Lara felt a sense of peace envelop her, as if the forest itself was welcoming her presence. Oren flew ahead, his wings gliding silently through the air, guiding Lara along the path marked on the ancient map. The forest seemed to whisper to them, its secrets hidden in the rustling leaves and the soft murmur of the streams. Lara's heart swelled with anticipation and wonder, her spirit lifted by the promise of discovery. She knew that this journey was just the beginning, and that the Whispering Woods held the key to a magic she had only dreamed of. As the sun began to set, casting a golden hue over the forest, Lara and Oren found a small clearing to rest. The night air was cool and crisp, filled with the sounds of nocturnal creatures stirring to life. Lara lay back on the soft grass, gazing up at the stars that now glittered in the night sky. Her mind raced with thoughts of the journey ahead, the map, and the mysterious orchid that awaited them. With a sense of purpose and the comforting presence of her loyal friend Oren, Lara drifted into a peaceful sleep, dreaming of the adventures that lay ahead and the secrets she would uncover in the depths of the Whispering Woods. The morning sun filtered through the dense canopy of the Whispering Woods, casting a warm, dappled light over the forest floor. Lara woke to the gentle calls of songbirds and the rustle of leaves stirred by a light breeze. Oren, her ever-watchful companion, perched on a low branch, his keen eyes scanning their surroundings. "Good morning, Oren," Lara greeted the wise owl, stretching and feeling the invigorating energy of the forest. "Shall we continue our journey?" Oren hooted softly in agreement, and Lara retrieved the ancient map from her satchel. She studied it intently, tracing the faded lines with her finger. The path ahead seemed to lead them deeper into the heart of the forest, toward a place marked by the symbol of the Moonlit Orchid. Her heart quickened with excitement and curiosity. As they walked, Lara couldn't help but marvel at the beauty and tranquility of the Whispering Woods. Sunlight streamed through the trees, creating a magical interplay of light and shadow. The forest floor was carpeted with moss and wildflowers, and the air was filled with the sweet scent of blooming flora. After several hours of walking, they came upon a small, babbling brook. Lara knelt by the water's edge, cupping her hands to drink the cool, refreshing water. As she gazed into the clear stream, something glimmered at the bottom, catching her eye. Carefully, She reached in and retrieved a small, intricately carved wooden box. "What is this, Orin?" she wondered aloud, turning the box over in her hands. The craftsmanship was exquisite, with delicate patterns etched into the wood. It felt ancient and filled with significance. Orin hooted thoughtfully, his eyes reflecting the wisdom of ages. Lara gently opened the box, revealing a piece of parchment, folded and yellowed with age. Unfolding it, she found a cryptic message written in elegant script. "When the moon's light kisses the petals pure, the heart of the orchid reveals the cure. Seek the wisdom of ages past, only then shall the magic last." Lara read the message several times, trying to decipher its meaning. She felt a sense of urgency and purpose growing within her. The moonlit orchid held a secret, one that could unlock ancient magic, but she needed to understand the wisdom of ages past to harness it. Determined to uncover more, Lara and Orin continued their journey. The path grew narrower and more overgrown, the forest closing in around them. They moved cautiously, guided by the map and Orin's sharp eyes. The forest seemed to hum with energy, as if aware of their presence and the significance of their quest. As evening approached, they reached a grove of ancient trees. Their gnarled trunks twisted and intertwined. In the center of the grove stood a towering oak, its branches stretching toward the sky. Lara felt a powerful presence emanating from the tree, as if it held the memories and wisdom of countless generations. "We must be close," Lara whispered, her eyes wide with wonder. She approached the oak, running her fingers over its rough bark. At the base of the tree, she discovered a hollow, just large enough to fit the wooden box. With a sense of anticipation, Lara placed the box inside the hollow. To her astonishment, the ground beneath the tree began to tremble, and a faint glow emanated from the roots. Slowly, a stone pedestal rose from the earth, bearing a single, glowing crystal. Orin fluttered to Lara's shoulder, his eyes reflecting the crystal's light. "This must be part of the wisdom we seek," Lara said, reaching out to touch the crystal. As her fingers brushed its surface, a warm, tingling sensation spread through her, filling her mind with visions of ancient times. She saw the forest as it once was, untouched by time, a place of pure magic and harmony. She witnessed the guardians of the forest, noble beings who protected its secrets and ensured the balance of nature. And she saw the moonlit orchid, blooming under the light of a full moon, its petals shimmering with an ethereal glow. The visions faded, leaving Lara with a profound sense of understanding. The orchid's magic was deeply connected to the balance and harmony of nature, and only through respecting and protecting that balance could its true power be unlocked. As night fell and the first stars appeared in the sky, Lara felt a renewed sense of purpose. The journey was far from over, but she was one step closer to uncovering the secrets of the moonlit orchid. With Orin by her side and the wisdom of ages past guiding her, she knew she had the strength and courage to continue. They settled for the night beneath the ancient oak, the glowing crystal casting a gentle light over them. Lara drifted into a peaceful sleep, her dreams filled with visions of the Moonlit Orchid and the magic it promised to reveal. The following morning, the ancient oak's grove was bathed in a gentle golden light, the dawn mist curling around the trees like a soft embrace. Lara awoke feeling invigorated, her mind brimming with the visions from the previous night. She knew their journey was becoming more profound with each step, and the wisdom of the past was slowly unveiling itself to her. Orin hooted softly, a signal that it was time to continue. With renewed determination, Lara consulted the ancient map once more. The path led further into the forest, toward a place marked as the Enchanted Forest, a realm few had ventured and even fewer had returned from. Yet, the symbol of the Moonlit Orchid was clear, and it was here that they would find it. They set off, the forest growing denser and more mysterious as they progressed. The trees seemed to whisper among themselves, their leaves rustling secrets in a language only they understood. Sunlight filtered through the canopy in shafts of golden light, illuminating their path in a dreamlike glow. Each step felt like a journey deeper into a realm of pure enchantment. As the day wore on, they came upon a bridge spanning a crystal-clear stream. The bridge was old, its wooden planks weathered by time, but sturdy enough to cross. Lara paused, sensing a presence nearby. From beneath the bridge, a figure emerged, cloaked in shadows, but with eyes that sparkled like stars. "Who goes there?" the figure asked, voice soft yet commanding. It was a guardian, tall and graceful, with an aura of ancient power. His hair flowed like silver moonlight, and his eyes reflected the wisdom of centuries. "I am Lara, princess of this realm," she replied with a respectful bow. "I seek the Moonlit Orchid and the ancient magic it holds." The guardian regarded her with a piercing gaze, then nodded. "I am Ilarion, guardian of the Enchanted Forest. Your quest is noble, princess, but know that this path is fraught with challenges. Only those pure of heart and strong of spirit may proceed." Lara met his gaze steadily. "I understand, Guardian Ilarion. I am prepared to face whatever trials lie ahead." Ilarion studied her for a moment longer, then stepped aside, allowing them to cross the bridge. "Very well. Follow the path through the Enchanted Forest, but heed its whispers and respect its inhabitants. They will test your resolve." Lara and Orin crossed the bridge, entering the Enchanted Forest. The air was different here, thick with magic and the scent of blooming flowers. The forest was alive with vibrant colors, plants and creatures unlike any Lara had seen before. Luminescent fungi glowed softly in the shadows, and flowers with petals like silk unfurled as they passed. The path wound through groves of ancient trees, their branches arching overhead to form a natural cathedral. Birds with iridescent feathers sang melodies that seemed to echo from another world. Lara felt a deep sense of peace and wonder, but also a recognition of the forest's power and mystery. As they journeyed deeper, they encountered more guardians, each testing them in different ways. One guardian, a graceful deer with antlers adorned in silver vines, challenged Lara to solve riddles that spoke of the forest's history and the nature of its magic. Another, a swift and elusive fox, led her on a chase through the underbrush, testing her agility and perseverance. Lara faced each challenge with determination and respect, her bond with Orin growing stronger with every trial. She understood that these tests were not just to prove her worthiness, but to deepen her connection with the forest and its ancient magic. As dusk began to settle, casting the forest in hues of purple and gold, they came upon a clearing bathed in moonlight. In the center stood a circle of stones, and within that circle, the ground glowed with a soft, ethereal light. Lara knew they had reached a significant point in their journey. They set up camp in the clearing, the air filled with the soothing sounds of the forest at night. Lara sat by the circle of stones, feeling the magic that pulsed through the earth beneath her. She closed her eyes, letting the energy flow through her, filling her with a sense of calm and purpose. Orin perched nearby, his watchful eyes scanning the surroundings. Lara knew that the Moonlit Orchid and the ancient magic it held were closer than ever. The journey had tested her in ways she hadn't expected, but it had also strengthened her spirit and deepened her understanding of the world around her. As she drifted into a peaceful sleep, cradled by the magic of the enchanted forest, Lara dreamed of the Moonlit Orchid blooming under a full moon, its petals glowing with a light that held the promise of untold magic. The path ahead was still uncertain, but she felt ready to face whatever lay ahead, guided by the wisdom of the forest and the strength of her own heart. As dawn broke, a soft light spilled through the canopy, painting the forest in hues of gold and green. Lara stirred from her sleep, feeling the gentle caress of the morning breeze. Orin, ever vigilant, hooted softly to wake her. They had reached a pivotal moment in their journey, and the air was charged with anticipation. Lara consulted the ancient map once more, her fingers tracing the path toward their final destination within the enchanted forest. She felt the presence of another guardian drawing near, and her heart beat with a mix of excitement and trepidation. They continued along the path, the forest around them becoming even more vibrant and alive. Flowers of every color bloomed in abundance, their sweet scents mingling in the air. The trees whispered secrets as they passed, their leaves rustling with ancient wisdom. As they rounded a bend, they came face to face with a majestic figure standing in a sunlit glade. The guardian of the forest was unlike any they had encountered before. She was tall and regal, with flowing hair the color of autumn leaves and eyes that shimmered like pools of emerald. She wore a gown woven from the very essence of the forest, adorned with flowers, leaves, and vines. "Welcome, Princess Lara," the guardian said, her voice a melodic blend of nature's symphony. "I am Leora, the guardian of this enchanted forest. You have come far and faced many trials, but your journey is not yet complete." Lara stepped forward, bowing respectfully. "Greetings, Guardian Leora. I seek the moonlit orchid and the ancient magic it holds. I am ready to face whatever challenges lie ahead." Leora's gaze softened and she smiled warmly. "Your heart is pure and your spirit is strong. But to uncover the secrets of the moonlit orchid, you must prove your connection to the natural world and your respect for its balance." With the graceful wave of her hand, Leora summoned a series of ethereal challenges. The glade transformed, and Lara found herself standing in the midst of a living puzzle. The trees around her shifted and swayed, their branches forming intricate patterns and pathways. To proceed, you must navigate the forest's ever-changing paths, Leora explained. Listen to the whispers of the trees and follow the guidance of the forest itself. Lara took a deep breath, centering herself. She closed her eyes and allowed her senses to attune to the rhythms of the forest. The whispers of the trees grew louder, guiding her steps. Orin flew ahead, his wings silent and sure, leading the way. The path twisted and turned, the trees shifting and rearranging themselves in response to Lara's movements. She followed the subtle cues, feeling the connection between herself and the forest deepen with each step. The journey required patience, intuition, and trust in the natural world. As they neared the heart of the glade, the forest revealed a hidden grove bathed in a soft, otherworldly light. In the center stood an ancient stone pedestal upon which rested a delicate, glowing orb. Lara approached it with reverence, sensing its significance. "The orb contains the essence of the forest's magic," Leora said, her voice a gentle whisper in the breeze. "To unlock the moonlit orchid's power, you must harmonize with this magic and show that you are worthy." Lara reached out, her fingers brushing the surface of the orb. A warm, tingling sensation spread through her, filling her with a profound sense of unity with the forest. She closed her eyes, allowing the magic to flow through her, connecting her to every living being within the enchanted forest. Visions filled her mind, trees blossoming, streams flowing, and animals thriving in harmony. She felt the pulse of the forest, its heartbeat resonating with her own. The magic within the orb recognized her sincerity and commitment to preserving the natural balance. As the visions faded, Lara opened her eyes to see the orb glowing brighter, its light merging with her own inner glow. Leora smiled, her eyes filled with pride. "You have proven yourself, Princess Lara. The forest acknowledges you as its ally." With a final graceful gesture, Leora guided Lara and Orin to the edge of the grove, where a new path had appeared. "Follow this path, and it will lead you to the moonlit clearing where the orchid blooms. The journey ahead will be challenging, but you have the strength and wisdom to succeed." Lara thanked Leora, her heart filled with gratitude and determination. She knew that the final part of her quest was within reach, and with Orin by her side and the blessings of the forest, she felt ready to face whatever awaited her. They stepped onto the new path, the light of the orb still glowing within Lara. The enchanted forest seemed to part before them, revealing the way to the moonlit clearing. Each step brought them closer to the heart of the forest and the secrets it held, guiding them toward the fulfillment of their destiny. As Lara and Orin walked along the newly revealed path, the forest around them began to change. The trees grew taller and more ancient, their branches arching gracefully overhead to form a natural cathedral. The air was filled with a palpable sense of magic, a quiet hum that resonated with every step they took. The path led them deeper into the heart of the enchanted forest, where the light grew softer and the sounds of the forest more harmonious. Lara felt as if they were entering a sacred space, a place untouched by time. The anticipation in her heart grew with each passing moment, knowing that the moonlit clearing and the legendary orchid were near. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting the forest in hues of twilight, they emerged into a vast clearing bathed in the soft glow of the rising full moon. The sight that greeted them was nothing short of magical. The clearing was a circular meadow, surrounded by towering trees whose leaves shimmered in the moonlight. In the center of the clearing stood a solitary orchid, its petals glowing with an ethereal light. Lara's breath caught in her throat at the beauty of the scene. The moonlit orchid was even more magnificent than she had imagined. Its delicate petals were a cascade of colors, shifting from deep purples to soft blues and radiant whites, each hue catching and reflecting the moon's light. Orin hooted softly, urging Lara to approach. With reverent steps, she walked toward the orchid, feeling the magic in the air grow stronger with each step. As she neared the flower, she noticed ancient runes etched into the ground around it, glowing faintly with a mystical energy. Kneeling beside the orchid, Lara reached out to touch its petals. The moment her fingers brushed the flower, a surge of warmth and energy coursed through her. The orchid seemed to respond, its petals unfurling further, revealing a radiant, pulsating heart at its center. The moonlight intensified, enveloping the clearing in a silvery glow. Lara felt a connection to the orchid, as if it were communicating with her on a deeper level. She closed her eyes, allowing the magic to flow through her, filling her mind with ancient knowledge and visions. She saw the history of the enchanted forest, its guardians, and the countless generations that had come before her. She understood the balance of nature, the delicate harmony that sustained the magic of the world. The moonlit orchid was a symbol of this balance, its power rooted in the purity of the heart and the strength of the spirit. A voice, gentle and wise, echoed in her mind. "You have come far, Princess Lara. The magic of the moonlit orchid is now within you. Use it wisely, for it holds the power to heal, protect, and bring prosperity to your kingdom." Lara opened her eyes, the vision fading, but the knowledge and power remaining. The orchid's light dimmed slightly, its energy now intertwined with her own. She felt a profound sense of peace and purpose, knowing that she had unlocked the ancient magic. With the moon still high in the sky, Lara stood and turned to Orin. The wise owl's eyes shone with pride and approval. "We did it, Orin," she whispered, her voice filled with awe. "The Moonlit Orchid's magic is ours to protect and nurture." Orin hooted softly, and together they stepped back from the orchid, careful to leave the clearing as they had found it. As they made their way back through the enchanted forest, the path seemed to guide them effortlessly, the forest itself acknowledging their success. The journey back to the kingdom was filled with a sense of fulfillment and anticipation. Lara knew that her people awaited her return, and she carried with her the magic that could bring great change and prosperity. The Moonlit Orchid's power would allow her to heal the land, protect her people, and ensure a future of harmony and balance. As dawn approached, casting a golden light over the forest, Lara and Orin emerged from the whispering woods. The journey had transformed her, deepened her understanding, and strengthened her resolve. She was no longer just a curious princess, but a guardian of ancient magic, ready to fulfill her destiny. With the enchanted forest magic within her and the guidance of her loyal friend Orin, Lara returned to her kingdom, her heart filled with hope and determination. The story of the Moonlit Orchid and the journey through the whispering woods would become a legend, inspiring future generations to seek the magic within themselves and live in harmony with the world around them. The golden rays of dawn greeted Lara and Orin as they emerged from the whispering woods. The castle loomed in the distance, its spires bathed in the morning light, a beacon of home and hope. Lara felt the weight of her journey and the profound responsibility of the ancient magic now coursing through her veins. Each step brought her closer to her people, and with each step, her resolve strengthened. As they approached the palace gates, the guards bowed deeply, their expressions a mixture of relief and reverence. Word had spread of the princess's quest, and her safe return was a cause for celebration. Lara smiled and nodded, but her mind was focused on the task ahead. The Moonlit Orchid's magic held the power to heal and protect, and she was eager to begin using it for the good of her kingdom. King Arian was waiting in the grand hall, his face lighting up with joy and pride as Lara entered. He embraced her warmly, his eyes reflecting the wisdom and love of a father who had seen his daughter grow beyond her years. "Welcome back, my brave Lara," he said softly. "I knew you would succeed." "Thank you, father," Lara replied, her voice steady and confident. "The journey was filled with challenges, but I have returned with the magic of the Moonlit Orchid. Our kingdom will prosper, and our people will thrive." Orin perched on a nearby column, his eyes gleaming with approval. The royal advisors and courtiers gathered around, eager to hear of Lara's adventures and the magic she had brought back. With Orin by her side, Lara recounted her journey through the whispering woods, the trials she faced, and the guardians she met. She spoke of the wisdom of the enchanted forest and the profound connection she felt with nature. Her tale captivated everyone, their eyes widening with wonder and admiration. As she described the moment she touched the Moonlit Orchid and unlocked its ancient magic. A sense of awe filled the hall. The advisors whispered among themselves, and the courtiers exchanged excited glances. The legend of the Moonlit Orchid had come to life through Lara's courage and determination. With the recounting of her journey complete, Lara turned her attention to the task at hand. "The magic of the Moonlit Orchid is now within me," she declared. "I will use it to heal our land, protect our people, and ensure a future of harmony and prosperity." King Arian nodded, his eyes shining with pride. "You have proven yourself to be a true guardian of our kingdom, Lara. The people will look to you for guidance and strength. Let us begin the work of healing and renewal." The days that followed were filled with a flurry of activity. Lara travelled throughout the kingdom, accompanied by Orin and a retinue of advisors. She used the magic of the Moonlit Orchid to restore barren fields, rejuvenate withered forests, and purify polluted waters. The land responded to her touch, blossoming with life and vitality. Crops grew in abundance, and the rivers flowed crystal clear. Word of Lara's deeds spread quickly, and people from neighbouring realms came to witness the miracles she performed. They marvelled at the sight of fields turning green and flowers blooming where there had been none. Lara's reputation as a benevolent and powerful ruler grew, and her kingdom flourished under her care. One evening, as the full moon rose high in the sky, Lara stood on the balcony of her chamber, gazing at the stars. The journey to the whispering woods and the moonlit clearing felt like a distant dream, yet its magic was now an integral part of her. She thought of the guardians she had met, the wisdom they had imparted, and the bond she had formed with the enchanted forest. Orin perched beside her, his feathers glistening in the moonlight. "We have done much, Orin," Lara said softly. "But there is always more to learn and discover. The magic of the Moonlit Orchid is a gift, and I will continue to honour it by living in harmony with nature and guiding our people with compassion and wisdom." The wise owl hooted in agreement, his eyes reflecting the same determination and resolve. Together, they looked out over the kingdom, a land of beauty and harmony, thriving under the gentle light of the moon. And so, the story of the Moonlit Orchid and the courageous princess who unlocked its ancient magic became a cherished legend, passed down through generations. It inspired all who heard it to seek the magic within themselves and to live in balance with the world around them, honouring the wisdom of nature and the enduring power of a pure heart. Chapter 2: The Ancient Magic Unveiled. The kingdom flourished under Princess Lara's benevolent rule, her magic weaving a tapestry of prosperity and peace. However, the Moonlit Orchid's secrets were not yet fully revealed. Lara felt a deep sense of responsibility to uncover the ancient wisdom locked within the orchid's delicate petals. She knew that understanding this magic in its entirety would ensure her kingdom's enduring harmony. One crisp autumn morning, Lara sat in the palace gardens, surrounded by the vibrant colours of changing leaves. She held the glowing crystal given by the guardian of the forest. its light reflecting the myriad hues of the season. The ancient map lay spread out before her, its symbols and markings beckoning her to delve deeper into their mysteries. Orin, ever watchful, perched on a nearby branch, his sharp eyes scanning the horizon. "We have come so far, Orin," Lara mused aloud. "Yet I feel there is still so much to learn. The Moonlit Orchid's magic has healed our land, but I sense a greater power waiting to be unlocked." Orin hooted softly in agreement, his feathers ruffling in the gentle breeze. Lara's gaze returned to the map, her fingers tracing the intricate lines and symbols. She noticed something she hadn't before. Hidden among the familiar markings was a smaller, more cryptic set of runes, almost invisible to the naked eye. The runes seemed to pulse with a faint, ethereal light. Intrigued, Lara retrieved the ancient parchment she had found in the wooden box. She compared the runes on the map to those on the parchment, realizing they were the same. The parchment's message echoed in her mind. When the moon's light kisses the petals pure, the heart of the orchid reveals the cure. Seek the wisdom of ages past. Only then shall the magic last. Lara felt a surge of determination. The runes held the key to the wisdom of ages past. She needed to decipher them to unlock the full potential of the Moonlit Orchid's magic. With renewed purpose, she gathered her most trusted scholars and advisors, including the kingdom's most knowledgeable sages. For days, they pored over ancient texts and manuscripts, seeking clues to decode the runes. The library buzzed with activity, its halls filled with the sounds of rustling pages and thoughtful murmurs. Lara herself worked tirelessly, her fingers stained with ink and her eyes bright with curiosity. One evening, as the scholars gathered around a large, ancient tome, a breakthrough occurred. Orin, perched on Lara's shoulder, hooted excitedly as the runes began to align with the symbols in the tome. The ancient language slowly revealed its secrets, each rune representing a fragment of the forest's wisdom. The message they uncovered was profound. It spoke of a time when the enchanted forest was in perfect harmony, its magic flowing freely through the land. The Moonlit Orchid, the heart of this magic, was a gift from the ancient guardians, its power bound to the balance of nature. The runes described a ritual, a way to harmonize with the forest's magic and unlock the orchid's deepest secrets. Lara felt a deep sense of reverence as she read the final lines. The ritual required not only a pure heart, but also a deep understanding and respect for the natural world. It was a test of wisdom, compassion, and harmony. As the full moon approached, casting its silvery light over the kingdom, Lara prepared for the ritual. She knew this was a pivotal moment, one that would define her legacy and the future of her people. With Orin by her side and the guidance of her trusted advisors, she felt ready to embrace the ancient magic and unlock its full potential. On the night of the full moon, Lara stood in the palace courtyard, the glowing crystal and the ancient parchment in her hands. The moonlight bathed the courtyard in an ethereal glow, reflecting off the crystal and illuminating the runes. The air was filled with a sense of anticipation, the very essence of the forest seeming to hold its breath. Lara closed her eyes, reciting the ancient incantation she had learned. She felt the magic within her resonate with the Moonlit Orchid's power, a warm, pulsating energy that flowed through her veins. As she completed the ritual, the crystal's light intensified, casting a brilliant beam of light that connected with the moon. The courtyard was enveloped in a blinding flash of light, and when it faded, Lara opened her eyes to see the Moonlit Orchid blooming before her, its petals shimmering with an otherworldly glow. The ancient magic had been fully awakened, its power now harmonized with Lara's own. With a sense of awe and fulfillment, Lara realized that the Moonlit Orchid's magic was not just a gift, but a responsibility. She had unlocked the wisdom of ages past, and with it, the knowledge to guide her kingdom into a future of harmony and prosperity. The journey was far from over, but Lara knew she had the strength and wisdom to face whatever lay ahead. Guided by the magic of the Moonlit Orchid and the bond she had forged with the enchanted forest, the kingdom rejoiced in the newly awakened magic of the Moonlit Orchid, and Lara's name was celebrated far and wide. Yet, the princess knew that true mastery of this ancient power required more than just rituals. The wisdom of the Moonlit Orchid was a living, breathing entity that demanded continuous learning and understanding. To fully harness and sustain the magic, Lara needed to embark on a quest for deeper knowledge. Lara called for Orin one early morning as the first light of dawn painted the sky with hues of pink and gold. The wise owl perched on her shoulder, his eyes gleaming with curiosity and determination. Together, they would seek out the wisest beings in the realm, those who held the keys to the ancient lore that could unlock the full potential of the Moonlit Orchid's magic. Their journey began with a visit to the Temple of Elders, a sanctuary high in the mountains where the oldest and wisest sages of the land resided. The path to the temple was arduous, winding through rugged terrain and dense forests. As Lara and Orin climbed higher, the air grew thin and crisp, the scent of pine and earth invigorating their senses. Upon reaching the temple, they were greeted by the head sage, a venerable man with a long white beard and eyes that twinkled with the light of countless years. "Welcome, Princess Lara," he said, his voice like the rustling of ancient leaves. "We have heard of your quest and the awakening of the Moonlit Orchid. What knowledge do you seek?" Lara bowed respectfully. "Honored sage, I seek to understand the full depth of the Moonlit Orchid's magic and the ancient wisdom that governs it. I wish to learn how to protect and nurture this power for the benefit of my kingdom and its people." The head sage nodded thoughtfully. "Your quest is noble, princess. The Moonlit Orchid's magic is tied to the very essence of nature and the balance of the elements. To master it, you must learn from those who have lived in harmony with the world for generations." The sages guided Lara to a secluded chamber within the temple, where scrolls and manuscripts filled the shelves. They spent days poring over the ancient texts, Lara absorbing the knowledge like a sponge. She learned about the cycles of the moon and the seasons, the flow of energy through the earth, and the delicate balance that sustained life. One night, as she studied by the light of a flickering candle, Lara discovered a passage that spoke of an ancient being known as the Guardian of Knowledge. This being, it was said, possessed the wisdom of the ages and could unlock the deepest secrets of the Moonlit Orchid's magic. The Guardian resided in a hidden grove, accessible only to those who proved their worth through trials of intellect and spirit. Determined to find the Guardian, Lara bid farewell to the sages and set off with Orin on the next leg of their journey. The path to the hidden grove was shrouded in mystery, but the knowledge she had gained from the sages provided clues. They travelled through enchanted forests, crossed crystal-clear rivers, and navigated treacherous mountain passes. Each challenge they faced tested Lara's understanding of the natural world and her connection to the magic within her. She solved riddles posed by ancient trees, deciphered the songs of the wind, and found harmony with the rhythms of the earth. With each trial, her bond with Orin grew stronger, their synergy allowing them to overcome even the most daunting obstacles. At last, they reached the entrance to the hidden grove, a place where the air was thick with magic and the very ground seemed to hum with energy. Lara felt a deep sense of anticipation and reverence as they stepped into the grove. In the center stood a majestic figure, a being of light and shadow, wisdom and power. "Welcome, Princess Lara," the Guardian of Knowledge said, their voice resonating like the chimes of 1,000 bells. "You have proven your worthiness through your journey and your trials. What is it that you seek?" Lara bowed deeply. "Great Guardian, I seek to understand the full extent of the Moonlit Orchid's magic. I wish to protect and nurture this power for the good of my kingdom and to live in harmony with the world." The Guardian's eyes shone with approval. "Your heart is pure and your spirit strong. The Moonlit Orchid's magic is bound to the balance of nature and the wisdom of ages. To wield it fully, you must embrace this balance and become one with the natural world." The Guardian extended a hand, and a beam of light enveloped Lara. She felt herself lifted into a realm of pure energy, her mind flooded with visions and knowledge. She saw the interconnectedness of all life, the flow of magic through the land, and the delicate dance of the elements. The wisdom of the ages filled her, guiding her toward true mastery of the Moonlit Orchid's power. As the light faded, Lara found herself back in the grove, her heart and mind transformed. The Guardian smiled, their forms shimmering like a mirage. "Go forth, Princess Lara, and use the knowledge you have gained to protect and nurture your kingdom. The magic of the Moonlit Orchid is now yours to command." With a deep sense of gratitude and purpose, Lara thanked the Guardian and set off with Orin by her side. The journey had revealed not just the secrets of the Moonlit Orchid's magic, but also the profound wisdom of living in harmony with the natural world. As they made their way back to the kingdom, Lara felt a renewed sense of determination to lead her people with compassion, wisdom, and the power of the ancient magic she had unlocked. As Lara and Orin journeyed back toward the kingdom, their path took them through lush valleys and over gentle hills, each step guided by the wisdom of the Guardian of Knowledge. They carried with them a renewed understanding of the Moonlit Orchid's magic, but Lara knew there was still more to learn. Her quest for knowledge was far from complete, and the next leg of her journey would lead her to a wise elder renowned for his profound understanding of ancient magic. Nestled high in the misty mountains was a secluded village where the elder Ilarion resided. The village was a place of serenity and beauty, hidden away from the bustling world. Lara and Orin ascended the mountain trails, the air growing cooler and the scenery more breathtaking with each step. The path was lined with vibrant wildflowers and crystalline streams, a testament to the village's harmony with nature. Upon reaching the village, Lara was greeted by the villagers with warm smiles and open arms. They led her to a quaint cottage at the edge of the village, its walls covered in ivy and its windows glowing with a welcoming light. Inside, seated by a crackling hearth, was Ilarion. His presence exuded an aura of timeless wisdom, his eyes reflecting the depths of countless years. "Welcome, Princess Lara," Ilarion said, his voice gentle yet resonant. "I have been expecting you." Lara bowed respectfully. "Thank you, wise elder. I seek to understand the full depth of the Moonlit Orchid's magic and the wisdom that governs it. I wish to protect and nurture this power for the benefit of my kingdom." Ilarion nodded, his eyes twinkling with understanding. "You have embarked on a noble quest, and your heart is pure. The Moonlit Orchid's magic is deeply intertwined with the balance of nature and the harmony of the elements. To master it, you must learn to listen to the world around you and to the magic within." Over the following days, Ilarion guided Lara through a series of teachings and practices designed to deepen her connection with the natural world. Each morning, they would meditate by a serene lake, the surface reflecting the sky like a mirror. Ilarion taught her to still her mind and listen to the subtle whispers of the water, the earth, and the wind. One afternoon, as they sat beneath an ancient oak tree, Ilarion shared a story of the Moonlit Orchid's origins. "Long ago," he began, "when the world was young, the Moonlit Orchid was created by the guardians of the forest. It was a symbol of the unity and balance that sustained all life. The orchid's magic was a gift, a way to maintain harmony and protect the land." Lara listened intently, her heart resonating with the elder's words. The guardians entrusted the orchid to those who proved themselves worthy, those who understood the delicate balance of nature. To wield its magic, one must honor this balance and live in harmony with the world. Ilarion's teachings extended beyond meditation and stories. He led Lara through the forest, showing her how to communicate with the trees, to understand their ancient wisdom. They visited hidden groves where rare flowers bloomed, each one holding a fragment of the forest's magic. Ilarion taught her to blend these flowers into potions and elixirs, enhancing her ability to channel the Moonlit Orchid's power. Under his guidance, Lara learned the art of healing, using the magic of the Moonlit Orchid to mend wounds and cure ailments. She felt the energy flow through her hands, a warm and soothing presence that brought comfort and relief. Each act of healing deepened her understanding of the magic's true purpose: to nurture, protect, and restore. As the days turned into weeks, Lara's bond with the natural world grew stronger. She felt the heartbeat of the earth beneath her feet, the pulse of life in every leaf and flower. The wisdom of the ages flowed through her, filling her with a profound sense of peace and purpose. One evening, as the full moon rose high in the sky, Ilarion led Lara to a sacred grove illuminated by the moon's silvery light. In the center of the grove stood another moonlit orchid, its petals glowing with an ethereal radiance. Ilarion placed a hand on Lara's shoulder. "You have learned much, Princess. The Moonlit Orchid's magic is now a part of you. Use it wisely, with compassion and respect for the balance of nature." Lara knelt before the orchid, feeling its magic resonate with her own. She recited an ancient incantation, the words flowing from her lips like a melody. The orchid's light intensified, enveloping her in a cocoon of warmth and energy. She felt the magic weave itself into her very being, a bond that could never be broken. With a heart full of gratitude, Lara thanked Ilarion for his wisdom and guidance. The elder smiled, his eyes filled with pride and affection. "Go forth, Princess Lara, and use the knowledge you have gained to protect and nurture your kingdom. The magic of the Moonlit Orchid is now yours to command." As Lara and Orin began their journey back to the kingdom, the path seemed brighter, the air filled with a sense of possibility. The wisdom of the wise elder had deepened her understanding and strengthened her resolve. She was ready to lead her people with compassion, wisdom, and the ancient magic she had unlocked. The Moonlit Orchid's power flowed through her, a beacon of hope and harmony. Lara knew that her journey was far from over, but with the knowledge she had gained and the magic within her, she was prepared to face whatever challenges lay ahead, guided by the light of the moon and the wisdom of the ages. As Lara and Orin descended the misty mountains, their hearts brimming with the wisdom imparted by Ilarion, they felt a renewed sense of purpose. The journey had been enlightening, yet Lara knew that to truly master the Moonlit Orchid's magic, she must face the final trials that would test her courage, wisdom, and compassion. The path ahead led them through the Vale of Shadows, a mystical valley where the fabric of reality was said to be thin, and the line between the physical world and the spirit realm blurred. The Vale was a place of trials, where the strength of one's heart and spirit would be tested by illusions and challenges conjured by ancient magic. The entrance to the Vale was marked by 2 towering stone pillars, inscribed with runes that glowed faintly in the twilight. Lara took a deep breath, steeling herself for the trials ahead. Orin hooted reassuringly, his presence a constant source of support and guidance. As they stepped into the veil of shadows, the air grew cooler and the light dimmed. A soft, eerie mist rose from the ground, curling around their feet. The trees here were ancient and gnarled, their branches twisted into haunting shapes. Lara felt the magic of the place prickling at her skin, an unsettling yet exhilarating sensation. The first trial began almost immediately. The mist thickened, obscuring Lara's vision. She heard whispers all around her, voices that seemed to come from the very earth itself. They spoke of fear and doubt, of failures and regrets. Shadows danced at the edge of her sight, taking the forms of her deepest anxieties. Lara closed her eyes, centering herself with the wisdom she had gained. She focused on the rhythm of her breath and the steady beat of her heart. The voices grew louder, but she met them with calm resolve. "I am Lara," she whispered. "I am guided by the magic of the Moonlit Orchid, by the wisdom of the forest and the guardians. I will not be swayed by fear." The whispers faded, the shadows retreating into the mist. Lara opened her eyes to find herself standing at the edge of a tranquil pond. The surface of the water was perfectly still, reflecting the stars above like a mirror. Orin perched on a nearby rock, his eyes filled with approval. The second trial lay within the waters of the pond. Lara sensed it was a trial of wisdom and understanding. She knelt by the water's edge, gazing into its depths. The reflection of the stars began to shift, forming patterns and shapes. They coalesced into scenes from her past, moments of joy and sorrow, triumph and failure. Lara watched as the scenes unfolded, each one a reminder of her journey and the lessons she had learned. She saw herself as a child, exploring the forest with wide-eyed wonder. She saw the faces of those she had healed with the Moonlit Orchid's magic, their gratitude a testament to her growing power. She saw the trials she had faced, the guardians who had tested her, and the wisdom she had gained. A voice echoed in her mind. The same voice she had heard when she first touched the Moonlit Orchid. To understand the magic, you must understand yourself. Your past shapes you, but it does not define you. Embrace your journey and the knowledge you have gained. Lara nodded, her heart swelling with acceptance and understanding. She stood, feeling the magic of the pond resonate with her own. The waters shimmered and the reflections dissolved, leaving the pond clear and serene. The final trial awaited. As Lara and Orin continued through the veil, the path led them to a clearing bathed in moonlight. In the center of the clearing stood a stone altar, upon which rested a single glowing petal of the Moonlit Orchid. Lara approached the altar, sensing the culmination of her journey. The trial was one of compassion and sacrifice. The petal glowed with an intense light, filling Lara with warmth and energy. She knew that to complete the trial, she must channel this energy into an act of pure compassion. She closed her eyes, focusing on the people of her kingdom, their faces vivid in her mind. She felt their hopes and dreams, their fears and struggles, With a deep breath, Lara reached out to the petal, her heart filled with a profound sense of love and compassion. She channeled the magic of the Moonlit Orchid into a single, powerful intention: to heal and protect her people, to bring peace and prosperity to her kingdom. The petal's light intensified, enveloping Lara in a radiant glow. She felt the magic flow through her, a torrent of energy that filled her with strength and purpose. When the light faded, Lara stood before the altar, the petal now a part of her. The trials were complete. Lara had proven her courage, wisdom, and compassion. The magic of the Moonlit Orchid was now fully hers to command. With Orin by her side, she made her way out of the veil of shadows, her heart light and her spirit strong. As they emerged from the veil, the first light of dawn broke over the horizon, casting the world in a golden glow. Lara felt the magic within her resonate with the beauty of the morning, a promise of the harmony and prosperity that awaited her kingdom. She knew that the journey had transformed her, and with the knowledge and power she had gained, she was ready to lead her people into a future of peace and harmony, guided by the enduring magic of the Moonlit Orchid. With the trials of the Veil of Shadows behind her, Lara felt a profound sense of fulfillment and readiness. The wisdom she had gathered from the Guardians, the teachings of Alarion, and the strength she had found within herself all converged into a deep understanding of the Moonlit Orchid's magic. It was time to awaken this magic fully, to bring its power to life for the benefit of her kingdom. The journey back to the enchanted forest was swift and filled with a sense of destiny. Lara and Orin moved with purpose, their bond stronger than ever. The path seemed to welcome them, the trees whispering encouragement as they passed. The forest itself felt alive with anticipation, as if it too was eager for the culmination of Lara's journey. Upon reaching the moonlit clearing once more, Lara was struck by its serene beauty. The full moon hung high in the sky, casting a silvery light over the meadow. The Moonlit Orchid stood at the center, its petals glowing with an otherworldly radiance, waiting for her. Lara approached the orchid with reverence, her heart filled with gratitude and determination. She knelt before the flower, feeling the magic in the air pulse in time with her heartbeat. The ancient runes on the ground glowed faintly, their energy resonating with the moonlight. Orin perched on a nearby branch, his eyes reflecting the moon's light. Lara closed her eyes and began to chant the incantation she had learned, her voice steady and clear. The words flowed from her lips like a melody, each syllable imbued with the magic of the forest and the wisdom of the ages. As she chanted, the rune's glow intensified, and a gentle breeze stirred the petals of the Moonlit Orchid. The flower began to open fully, its colors shifting and shimmering in the moonlight. Lara felt the magic surge through her, a warm, vibrant energy that filled her entire being. The light from the orchid grew brighter, enveloping Lara in a cocoon of pure magic. She felt her spirit lift, merging with the energy around her. Visions filled her mind. visions of the forest in perfect harmony, of her kingdom thriving in peace and prosperity, of the balance of nature restored. The magic wove itself into her very essence, a bond that could never be broken. Lara's heart swelled with a sense of unity and purpose. She understood now that the Moonlit Orchid's power was not just a tool to be wielded, but a living force to be nurtured and respected. As the incantation reached its climax, the light intensified once more, then slowly faded, leaving the clearing bathed in a soft, ethereal glow. Lara opened her eyes to see the Moonlit Orchid fully bloomed, its petals radiant with a gentle, pulsating light. The magic had awakened, and it was now a part of her. She rose, feeling the energy within her, a comforting and empowering presence. Orin flew to her shoulder, his eyes gleaming with pride and affection. "The magic is ours, Orin," Lara whispered. "We will use it to heal, protect, and guide our people." With the awakened magic flowing through her, Lara returned to her kingdom. The journey back was filled with a sense of triumph and anticipation. She could feel the land responding to her presence, the trees and flowers blooming in her wake, the rivers flowing clearer and stronger. When she reached the palace, her people greeted her with awe and reverence. They had heard of her journey and the trials she had faced, and they could see the change in her, the radiant energy that surrounded her like a halo. Lara stood before her people, her heart filled with love and compassion. "My beloved kingdom," she began, her voice carrying the strength of the Moonlit Orchid's magic. "I have returned with the power to heal our land and protect our future. Together, we will nurture this magic, living in harmony with the world around us." She extended her hands, and the magic flowed from her fingertips, a shimmering light that spread through the crowd. The people felt its warmth and strength, their hearts lifted with hope and joy. The kingdom flourished under Lara's guidance, the Moonlit Orchid's magic bringing prosperity and peace. The legend of Princess Lara and the Moonlit Orchid became a cherished story, passed down through generations. It inspired all who heard it to seek the magic within themselves and to live in balance with nature. The kingdom thrived, a testament to the enduring power of courage, wisdom, and compassion, guided by the light of the moon and the magic of the Moonlit Orchid. With the Moonlit Orchid's magic fully awakened and intertwined with her own, Lara felt a profound sense of peace and purpose. She returned to her kingdom, ready to fulfill her promise of healing and prosperity. Her journey had transformed her, and now she would transform her realm. The first rays of dawn painted the castle in golden hues as Lara and Orin approached the gates. Word of her return had spread quickly, and a crowd had gathered to welcome their beloved princess. Their faces were filled with hope and admiration, a testament to their trust in her. King Arian stood at the forefront, his eyes shining with pride and relief. He embraced Lara warmly, whispering, "Welcome home, my brave daughter." Lara smiled, her heart swelling with love for her father and her people. "Thank you, Father," I have returned with the magic of the Moonlit Orchid, ready to heal our land and guide our kingdom into a future of harmony and prosperity. Orin perched on her shoulder, his keen eyes surveying the crowd. Lara could feel the collective anticipation and hope, a palpable energy that resonated with the magic within her. She stepped forward, addressing her people with a voice both gentle and powerful. "My dear friends and loyal subjects," she began, her words carrying the warmth of the rising sun. "Our journey has led us to a new dawn. The magic of the Moonlit Orchid flows through me, a gift from the guardians of the forest and the wisdom of ages. Together, we will heal our land and ensure a future of peace and abundance." She raised her hands, allowing the magic to flow from her fingertips in a shimmering wave of light. The crowd gasped in awe as the magic touched them, a soothing and invigorating energy that filled their hearts with joy and hope. The plants around them bloomed with renewed vigor, the air filled with the sweet scent of blossoms and the songs of birds. Over the following weeks, Lara traveled throughout her kingdom, bringing the magic of the Moonlit Orchid to every corner. Fields that had lain fallow for years burst into life, yielding bountiful harvests. Rivers and streams, once tainted, ran clear and pure. Forests thrived, their trees standing tall and strong, their leaves whispering songs of gratitude. Lara's presence brought healing and renewal to her people as well. The sick were cured, the weary found strength, and the downtrodden felt hope rekindled in their hearts. The magic flowed through her like a river, unending and ever-giving, a testament to the bond she had forged with the natural world. One day, as Lara and Orin walked through the bustling market square, she noticed a young girl standing by a fountain, her eyes wide with wonder. The girl held a small, wilting flower in her hands, a look of determination on her face. Lara knelt beside her, her smile gentle and encouraging. "What is your name, little one?" Lara asked softly. "My name is Lyra," the girl replied, her voice filled with hope. "I want to make this flower bloom again." Lara placed her hand over Lyra's, feeling the faint pulse of the flower's life. "You have a kind heart, Lyra. Close your eyes and imagine the flower in full bloom, vibrant and alive." Lyra nodded, her eyes closing as she concentrated. Lara channeled the magic of the Moonlit Orchid through their joined hands, feeling it merge with Lyra's pure intentions. Slowly, the flower began to revive, its petals unfurling and its color returning. Lyra opened her eyes, a gasp of delight escaping her lips. "It's beautiful!" Lara smiled, her heart filled with joy. "Yes, it is. Just like you, Lyra. Remember, the magic of the Moonlit Orchid lives within all of us. With love and kindness, we can help it bloom." The girl beamed, holding the now vibrant flower close. Lara stood, her gaze sweeping over the bustling market, filled with people thriving and the land flourishing. She felt a profound sense of fulfillment and gratitude. The story of Princess Lara and the Moonlit Orchid became a cherished legend, inspiring future generations to seek the magic within themselves and live in harmony with the world around them. The kingdom thrived, a beacon of peace and prosperity, guided by the light of the moon and the enduring magic of the Moonlit Orchid. Lara knew that her journey was ongoing, her bond with the magic ever growing. With Orin by her side and the wisdom of the ages within her, she was ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead, confident in the power of love, harmony, and the ancient magic that had transformed her kingdom and her heart.